Hey, you guys, it's Tammy Capri, the mompreneur mentor here, and this is another episode of Huddle Talks. Today, I do want to get into just 5 things that you can do today to help change some of your bad habits. Let's get into it. All right, so I feel it's extremely important to not only write down the things that we want to do to change our lives and not only talk about bettering ourselves and not only talk about good things and the ideas that we're having, but to actually start to execute those things, right? And what I know for myself, especially when I was going through my healing process and the journey and redefining myself and finding my purpose, there were a lot of bad habits that I had to really get rid of, right? Now, we don't realize how habits can really affect our lives because we've been living with them for so long. We've been doing it for so long. And for some people, they may not even realize that it's a bad habit, right? A bad habit could be not putting your clothes away right away, right? That's a bad habit. Like after you wash clothes and the laundry bucket, it sits for weeks on weeks on weeks, and we procrastinate and we put it away when because we didn't feel like it. That is a bad habit. Unfortunately, too many of us fall victim of that, and including myself, because if you are a mom, if you're busy, if you have a lot on your plate, sometimes laundry just don't get folded. And it doesn't necessarily mean that that is a bad thing or a flaw, but that is a habit that conditions our minds to procrastinate in other areas, right? So we want to be aware of those things. And a lot of people are not even aware of some of the habits that they have that is contributing to the other bad habits that's making them stagnant in business or in life or in motherhood. So we're going to talk about 5 things that we need to be aware of and how to break those bad habits. 5 things you can do today, start implementing today. Number one, I want you to start identifying the triggers, okay? Pinpoint the triggers, pinpoint what causes the bad habits. Is it stress? Is it because I'm overwhelmed? Did I eat crazy today and now I'm too tired to do it? Did I work myself? Did I overwork myself today at work? Did I work a double shift? Did I not plan properly? Did I stay up scrolling on my phone late at night and now I'm tired in the morning? What is causing us to create these bad habits, right? So let's identify those triggers. And by doing that, we can keep a journal or we can keep it here on our phone. My phone is like my handy dandy notebook, okay? All of my notes go in my phone, okay? And I'm reading. That's why I'm reading my notes from my phone now. But I love to do this because I can actually talk into my phone with the dictation app, and it'll type out my thoughts for me. So that's why I love to do it this way. But yeah, you want to keep a journal so we can keep track of what's triggering us, okay? We have to be aware of what's triggering us. Once we're aware of it, then when it's happening, we should be able to catch it in real time, like, and say to ourselves, okay, I see what's going on here. Let me pivot, let me adjust, let me fix this, right? Second thing I want you to do, replace it with a better habit, right? Gym. Saying I'm going to go to the gym and not going is a very bad habit for me, right? So whenever I feel like I am getting into a funk to where I'm about to give an excuse of not going to the gym that day, I replace it with a better habit, right? I replace it with a better habit. I immediately get up. I immediately go up and down the steps a few times, right? I'm doing this on purpose because I don't feel like going to the gym. In my mind, this is me pushing through. So get up and get the body moving. Wake the body up. Maybe I'm feeling this way is because my body is tired and I'm going off of how my body is feeling. So I need to get up and I need to start moving. I need to go up and down the steps a few times. I need to go put a load of laundry in, right? Especially if it's on the weekend when I get to sleep in just a little bit later because the kids don't have school, right? I get up and I just start moving, right? And I get that music going. I get that motivational music going to get me pumped up to say, you know what, I'm just going to go to the gym. And furthermore, real story, I look at how many times I've been to the gym in the past month. I look at how many times have I been to the gym in the past month. And if it did not hit this number, if I can't get to at least 15, 15 is half of 30. On average, there's 30 days in each month on average, so I do half. If I could not get to the gym at least 15 days, then I am wasting my money because I am paying for this gym membership. And I am not wasting money. Tammy Capri does not waste money. So I have to replace it with a better habit. Get into the motion of doing that. Be aware of the bad habits and replacing them with good habits. That is something you can absolutely start doing as soon as possible. Number 3, and this is a good one. This is a vital one, right? Change your environment. Change your environment. Yo, I can't tell you how much of how much of an energy jolt the battery was on in my back when I started putting myself around people who wanted the same things that I wanted, who wanted the same things that I wanted, who wanted to grow a successful business, who wanted to be that mompreneur, right? Who wanted to get in shape. My life changed when I started going around those people, because those are the people that are going to keep you accountable. Those are the people that is going to give you advice. Those are the people that's going to say, "Hey sis, I see you slacking. Now I know you said you wanted to reach that weight goal by June, but you ain't been to the gym. I ain't see you pull up to the gym in a minute. Where you at? Where you at?" Or if they see you eating crazy or doing things out of the norm for your diet, right? They can say, "Yo, don't we got goals? Don't we got goals?" Right? Or even in your business, those are the people you can bounce ideas off of as far as your brand. When you post something, you go right to them and say, "Hey, how does this look? Does this come off clear?" And they will willingly give you the feedback. Why? Because they know how important it is to give you the feedback. They know how important it is to voice an opinion about something you're putting out, whether it's content, whether it's a new program, a new offer, right? They're going to ask those questions that you may not ask yourself. They're going to ask the question that you can't always get from market research. And they're going to ask the questions that you can't always get from your audience, because your audience is not they do not know what to look for, right? They do not know how it feels to comment on a post. They do not know how it feels that you need to get your engagement up, because they're not in that mind space, right? They're not in that industry. That's not where they are. But your friends, I'm sorry, the people you be around, these like-minded individuals, not necessarily friends, but if you're getting into the community, you have a ton of other people that have similar goals, right? That's going to keep you focused. You have got to change your environment. If you are always in a stressful environment, you're never going to have the clear mind space or the capacity to think clearly, to be creative, and to push through it. So you have got to change your environment. Number 3 is actually a big one. That should have been number 1, really, because that was a game changer for me. But you can order this list however you need to go. But number 4 is you need to set micro goals. You need to set small goals for yourself. Now, we are all at the age where we should be able to set goals, have a checklist, and actually execute them, right? Have enough integrity in yourself to complete what you tell yourself you're going to complete. At least show up for yourself. So if I put on my goal list, a mini goal list is to make sure I show up for my platform at least twice this week in the form of a live video. I'm going to make sure I do this live. I'm going to tell my community this is what I need to do. I'm going to promote it, to put it out there to meet my goal of going live twice. Something as simple as that, going live twice, right? Setting small goals sets you up with the confidence that you need to continue to meet goals. to continue to execute your plans, to continue to reach bigger goals. And before you know it, these small goals will have you reaching the bigger goals. If you're consistent with your platform and showing up and nurturing your audience consistently for 2 weeks straight, you're going to start seeing the result of them responding. You're going to start seeing the result of them purchasing your offer, of them building enough trust up in you for them to want what you're offering. You're going to see that because you started off setting the small goal of just being consistent twice a week, right? So that is something you can absolutely start today. And that was number 4, I think. Yeah, that was number 4. Number 5, and this is a major one. This is the one that we like to hide behind. This is the one that we don't like to be honest about. But number 5, the fifth thing you can do today, right now, in this moment, to change your bad habits is actually hold yourself accountable. Actually hold yourself accountable. If you did not do something, you have to hold yourself accountable. You should not be going to get your nails done. You should not be going out to eat. You should not be doing the things that the people who, I call it the rich style, the rich lifestyle, because going out and get your nails done, those are luxury. Those are luxury. Yes, we want to treat ourselves, and yes, we want to, prioritize self care. But sis, if you have not been doing the work and hold yourself accountable in your business or holding yourself accountable in the things that you should have been doing, we don't deserve to treat ourselves, right? Holding ourselves accountable, even if it's not business, if it's something in your house, or if it's something with the kids, or if you just haven't been showing up, but we're just out here willy-nilly spending, and we got businesses to create, we got legacies to build, then no, we don't deserve any of those things. Hold yourself accountable. Give yourself a reward list. If I complete these tasks, you know what? I'm going to go out and buy me a new pair of shoes. I'm going to go out and treat myself to dinner. I'm going to get to enjoy this time because I know I put forth the hard work and I actually did the things I said I was going to do. We have got to hold ourselves accountable, or otherwise, we're always going to be making an excuse. We're always going to be stuck in the same situation, in the same space, because we're giving ourselves an excuse. Oh, I'm going to go get my nails done because, oh, I want to. It's self care. Baby girl, boo boo, bookie butt, we got work to do. We are not getting any younger. Our business is not going to make the money by itself. Our passive income is not going to grow on its own. And more importantly, we are not going to fulfill and live in our true purpose if we don't start putting the work in. If we don't start holding ourselves accountable, if we don't start setting these micro goals, if we don't start changing our environment, if we don't start replacing the bad habits with good habits, right? If we don't start doing any of these things, then we're never going to reach our full potential. We're never going to step into that power that God gave us. So I hope this list helps. I hope you take fast action today and start changing for the better. Start wanting more for yourself. Don't you want more for yourself? I want more for myself. I want more for you. I want more for you. But it has to start today. It has to stop today. We have to get better with this, y'all. We have to get better because the women are the future. The women are the future, and we are raising these babies, and we are going to be the movers and the shakers, and there is no mom left behind. So let's get to this. And if you need help doing it, I am your mentor. Let me know. Tap in with me. I will put my links below. And just, tap in with me. Let's get this going. Until next time, thank you for joining me on another episode of Huddle Talks with your girl, Tammy Capri, the Mompreneur Mentor. I'll see you next time.